go ahead and vote for your favorite teams, or just maybe the team that you think stands the best chance of winning out the entirety of this competition. Now, speaking of competition, it's off to Kalahari.
And the first thing we notice is that Farang completely go away from refinery. No refinery for them. Opting for a different drop zone, but it's gonna be dangerous though because like attack all around also have the same idea. We might see a very early clash. Same for Expand, who are in very close proximity with King of Gamers.
Yeah, indeed they are. And we're also seeing E-Arena getting hot and heavy with Team Heavy down by the southeastern side. Expanse right now trying to fight against King of Gamers. We see X-Roy using the grapple gun to get all the way to the top of the tower. That's a very good vantage point, especially since he got the XM8, which is a scoped rifle. So that should allow him to get some good shots. But I think KOG also senses another player. Oh, it says Alpha's Ray's got caught out here. Is he going to be able to hold his own though? Osaka takes a lot of damage. He gets knocked down instead, thanks to the back 10.
Definitely did not expect that. And this might be a good distraction for Expand because, you know, from point of view of KOG, they might think that Roy is from SES. So good news for Expand for now. Plenty of gunfights happening across the map. Attack all around also. They are just absolutely eating up Farang. Shut up, brought back up. Heavy in a very bad spot. They were the team that delivered the first blood in the previous round, and now they are the victims of that as well. Getting a taste of what it's like to be the first team to get knocked out. Attack all around, battered and bruised. 2 eliminations in the bag against Farang. Very even fight so far.
Yeah, and the thing is that Farang is already set themselves up by that revive point so they can bring back any team members they've lost so far in this fight, whereas AAA may not have that luxury right now because Deadboo and Jump are too busy trying to spot where the other members of Farang currently hold up at. Deadboo is around the outside though, so he is putting himself a little bit at risk though, but he is literally trying to draw out their fire. Speaking of fire though, Expanse still having a fight right now. This time it says Alphank. They haven't quite found KOG, I think, at this point. Again, oh, that's a good grenade by G'day to knock down the Axel and take him out for now. Expands down to 3 men, but says Alphank are they going to be capitalizing on this too much though, because they are controlling on the one hand one of the compounds while having a roamer around the outside. But Bara is also getting a knockdown to X-Roy as well, so Expands losing a little bit too much men. It might be high time for them to turn tail and run the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah, Expand wanted to contest because there's a revival point for them, but unfortunately they've been forced out. Ray, oh, he has just found Too Fast, and unfortunately for Too Fast, he will have to stake his life for this, deal some damage. Not able to do too much though.
Oh.
Expand caught out. Actually a long range as well for Cobra. Shot. And Expand out. Once more, the last 2 rounds have been absolutely unkind. They're going to end the day on a very sour note, that's for sure. SCS Alphank stepping up.
Oh my goodness, the rise of Indonesia right now says Alphank not only third party the KOG earlier on, but then now have completely pushed Expand out of the command post. So this is exciting news there for them because that gives them so much control over that sector right now. In the meantime though, let's see what the other squads have been up to as of late. We have one member of King of Gamers, Oscar. Oh, he's caught in a very, very hard place there. Protete will be the one to take him down. And I don't think there's any other members of KOG left, so that pretty much means the end of the journey there for KOG.
And Farang also in a bad spot as well. Bloody finding Spade. I believe he was the one who got revived. Anxiety running into SDS Alphank, an interesting interaction on the other side of the map. But for SDS, not too big of a deal. G'day taken out and instantly revived. 3 teams out of the map in the first 4 minutes. One of the fastest progressing rounds that we had so far. Team Flash, though, they are in a very comfortable spot. They do have control of a vending machine and a revival point at Bayfront. We would expect them to stay there for a bit longer.
Since Alphank is having an interesting position there because I think they're trying to gatekeep another squad here, which is E-Arena. So they're just basically positioning themselves closer to the center of this next circle here, while E-Arena now is trying to move in onto Says Alphank's position there. Jojo might find himself surrounded pretty much, and unfortunately he's got himself taken down. Oh, that glue wall didn't quite work out for Bara as well. Now he's going to get caught out by Orcus. E-Arena just completely flipping the table onto Says Alphank there, taking taking out 2 members in one fell swoop. So whatever victory they had early on, it looks like they're back to square one.
Jojo just telling Bara, let me die, buddy. Every time he gets brought back up, he gets knocked down again. This guy did not catch a break. Sometimes death is certainly a better option in Free Fire. Unfortunate for SPS. But they still have 2 more members left alive, so not all hope is lost. VGM, on the other hand, just ran into attack all around and haven't caught wind of that. Just haven't caught wind of AAA just yet. Deadpool is really far away, so he should be able to at least keep his team in the game.
Yeah.
Whoever is downstairs is going to get caught out. Jump guard, getting an initial ambush.
Nice.
Finisher comes through, but he's going to get surrounded. And 1 is all he gets. AAA down to just Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much providing that distraction so that Deadpool can run out of the way and head towards the next buy point at Stone Ridge here. But that's still basically handed some points now to VGM, and that's not going to bode well for them going forwards. The next circle just lands right on top of where majority of the teams are actually, so then we had to move out of the way. Orcas, in the meantime, what are they doing here? Says Anxiety kind of bumping into them in the command post, and this is pretty much E-Arena's home ground right now, having already pushed out Says Alpine earlier on. So now another team, another challenger appears, and Anxiety are there ready to try to take this fight though. Kanoho is trying to force out Limit. Limit tries to use a gap grapple gun to get away while we spot what Dewa is doing right now. Are they fighting with someone else here? No? Okay, Anxiety back onto them there. Jaboy Wa now trying to hold his own with the glue walls in place there. Diggs now shut up and should be able to take him down completely, having locked himself in this glue wall room there together with Shut Up.
Yeah, Shut Up tried to dunk on him, but actually they end up getting taken out, and there might be a chance for Anxiety to punish E-Arena. Jaboya patching himself up. Toby also playing around the building. Orgus, though, finding Jaboya once more as E-Arena systematically dispatch the members of Anxiety one by one, making sure that they're getting those 1v1s and winning it. Toby also goes down. Kanoho, the last man alive, and he will not be able to stand. Orgus cleans up shop. E-Arena with 11 eliminations.
I mean, man, they spent so much in terms of glue walls, but really couldn't get any control around the outside. So I think that was kind of like a bad move on Anxiety's part, really, because it's a very difficult complex to really assault head on. And the problem is E-Arena was already kind of looting around here anyway, so they were quite spread out. And that was a perfect kind of setup, really, for any sort of assault on the command post, because there's just so much cover, you know, with all the crates and boxes lying around this this command post area.
There's E-Arena still staying strong, and the best part is that taking out Anxiety gives them access to the revival points, so Shut Up will be brought right back. The rest of the team keeping him covered as he tries to re-equip himself with all the necessary weaponry. VGM getting bombed up. Potato with a good nade takes out Boite, and every time E-Arena sees a knockdown, they instantly spring into action. The green light is given, and VGM, can they stand up to this? The 2 versus 1, Orgus locks himself in Avante, even able to get out of that fortress that he built himself. And I think this could be the end of the round for VGM. The rest of E-Arena having those individual members surrounded. VGM out of the round. EA with 14 kills.
I'm not locked in here, you are locked in here with me. That's pretty much what E-Arena is saying to all these guys who just keep coming one after another to try to challenge them in command posts and just fall like dominoes. So the next circle is going to be coming up soon, and I think E-Arena is in the prime spot to try to take control here if the next circle does land a command post, which it kind of does. It kind of actually cuts right in the middle of it though, but E-Arena doesn't have to maneuver too much. It lands on top of Team Flash as well, which is at the northern side of this next circle. You got Says Alfike now trying to regroup, but they're getting ganked upon by Evo's Divine right now on the southern side. So who knows how that fight is going to shape up between the two of them. That's forcing Says Alfike now to move upwards, and that might just land them back into the arms of E-Arena.
Yeah, this would be a dangerous situation for any team, aside from E-Arena at least. You know, attack all around, having Hoi Sang on the ground. Dewa trying to at least fish out the rest of AAA, but as the siren blasts, phase 4 will begin just a bit. Those blue zones slowly will close in. Attack all around, feeling that they need to cut through Dewa United's line of sight to get into the safe zone. It's not going to be an easy task, so they need a lot of blue walls to make it happen, but they won't have much time to plan their route.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's very little time to plan here. They have to jump to action sooner rather than later, or else the other team will take initiative instead. And we see Ren's already doing that initiative, just trying to move and inching closer to where Dewa is, just lining up the border of this next circle. But at the moment, the shipwreck is actually providing quite a bit of cover that they definitely don't want to lose too early on. Unfortunately, now the circle is closing in around them. That's putting a bit of pressure on Farang, who is being gate-kept by E-Arena right now. This is a perfect position for
What?
Tay to get a shot from a long distance. He gets a knockdown on the Jumbo. Can he get a knockdown on another one as well before the circle inevitably consumes all of them? But that certainly has stopped Farang in their tracks right now. Potato is still going to try to hold on a little bit longer, seeing we can try to get a second knockdown. Jumbo has been brought back into the fray. Now Potato decides it's enough now, uses the grapple gun, rapidly makes his way into the next safe zone, while in the meantime, AAA fights against Dewa.
Yeah, attack all around. Finally launch an assault. Dewa United's compound. They want to take control of this area to make it their checkpoint. Potato, in the meantime, he's just cleaning house on the other side of the map. We will check back on that in a bit. Deadpool getting pushed, gonna make his way onto the roof. He knows that multiple members of Dewa are coming through. Hoysang covering his buddy. Folky has gone down. Hoysang also out. It's Deadpool and Deadpool alone. Can he do this with a grenade launcher in hand? Spray down by the members of Dewa United. Attack all around will not stand. Dewa United hold the fort.
Yep, they hold the fort indeed. And now I think the biggest winner out of all this is pretty much Team Flash, who have already made their way to the center of the circle and just been staying out of trouble while everyone else is just fighting all around them. But the thing is that, yep, there's still plenty of loot to be had here, plenty of glue walls being spent, and also glue walls being kind of like collected here and hoarded very much by Team Flash. So I mean, they expect that this next circle is going to be very wide open, though, so this next fight is going to be very crucial here for Team Flash because they're pretty much the gatekeepers of this next round. It's only going to be the survivors of the fights on the outside. They're starting to make their way in. E-Arena making their way from the western side. Evo's Divine from the southern side. They're already here. They're already trying to challenge Flash, but Flash already gets the first shot at them. Oregon's getting knocked out thanks to the Barrett shot there from Bloody. Ryan as well trying to snipe from the windows there to keep the other members of EA out of the way. Shut up already down to about halfway his health. He's taking damage again from Brian, getting the shots in from the window side. In the meantime, from the south side, Evo's Divine trying to make the way towards Team Flash, but Flash is just fighting all these battles in many different fronts here. Still able to hold their own though as Bloody puts in one last shot to take out the last member of Farang and takes them out of the map. And good
what
shot
a
there!
nade!
What a nade there from BO! He is taking down Potete, now trying to send another one to send him back to the Shadow Realm, and to the Shadow Realm, both Potete and Shut Up goes.
Yeah, and E-Arena, they're not out of this game just yet, but the chances of getting a booyah is definitely very slim. Their evading elimination is about time to get put to rest, and Mr. 05 will do just that. E-Arena are in 4th place, and the final stage has been set. Team Flash in the center, at least closest to the safe zone. This is kind of king of the hill moment. Can they survive this final horde of assault from both Evo's Divine and Dewa United? Evo's Divine, they have vehicles to work with, and you can see that AVAX is already riding into the storm. Team Flash, they gotta hold back. BO still has a nade. He has done well with a couple of that just now. He needs to make it again, repeat that previous performance. Grenades being showered onto Team Flash by Evo's Divine, pushing them back into the building as Evo's Divine continues to move on forward, inching closer to Team Flash.
Yeah, but the question is how much more can they hold on though? Because the thing is that Evos and Dewa have been using glue walls earlier on. Do they have enough to fight against Team Flash should they decide to go on ground and make it a glue wall war here? Kill leader still is going to be Team Flash for now though. BAO still able to hold his own around the outside. Brian still trying to fight from the inside here, trying to scramble as the glue zone engulfs this building here. He's going to have to get out though because it's very, very painful to stay in this late stage now. Joins up his teammate here in Ryan. Now he tries to hold his own while Dewa United gets taken out by Bayo getting the last shot in. So now it's between them and Evos now the last two squads to try to fight it out. So now it is 3 versus 3 here. Flash still having strength and Evos as well. Now sending out every single glue wall they have in their pack right now. Flash now almost running out of glue walls at this point because it's a very wide open place. The glue wall busters in fact are lining the entire floor here, making it hard for them to even use any bit of cover because as quickly it comes up, it all falls down. And falls down does Ryan as Flash gets taken out completely.
Just fighting spirits from Evo's Divine towards the very end. So well done. The first booyah for this Indonesian squad. Following in the shadows of SDS, I'll find a lot of people were wondering where is Evo's device, an organization that has won 2 World Series. Surely, the branch in Indonesia will also have something to offer. And indeed, they delivered in this round. One of the best performances that they've had so far, and it really came down to just how they played. The